Growth therapy.
Okay, anyways, hey guys.
Is Mercury retrograde again? What the fuck?
No,
really.
but Mars is actually about to station retrograde.
Oh, so what happens with that?
It affects, I think Gemini, Aries, Scorpio, and there was another
Aquarius.
sign, but hold
Well,
on.
I have Aries.
It's a little warm. I should have put it in the fridge longer.
It's okay. Oh, you want? Oh yeah, from the freezer.
These must have
that's
like
okay.
fallen or something because they're all
Yeah, they're all
probably-
like.
they're busting out. So don't open
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah, well, I'll just have it there for like the look.
Aesthetic. Hey guys.
They're really cute
Agua.
though. Let's
are.
get started because apparently Cami
Stay Cami. I have stories.
has
this time.
stories because
I don't think they're gonna be able to see.
I don't know if you can
Like-
see her hickeys, but she's got.
she's got some cute
Also,
ones.
Kimmy, shift your. No. The mic towards your hip.
Oh, sorry.
This is Kimmy. If no one ever did anything to her microphone.
So
yes.
sorry.
Never speaking into the mic. Oh my god.
right here.
Right. You're like
Or it's
microphone Cami.
Kimmy, yeah.
This is not a fucking roast, you two.
Fuck off.
Okay, let's get into it. Hi, guys. It is me, Stefanie Maegan, your host of Vocal Therapy. And guess the fuck what? We have your faves, Cami and Niki, the twins.
The Shadow Band twins.
The Shadow Band twins. That should be a rebrand. Just Shadow Band podcast.
No. I don't want to manifest it.
Okay. Sorry.
So our Instagram
yeah.
got suspended. Hopefully by now.
By the time this episode drops, it's gonna come back. It'll be back.
reinstated. We're trying to manifest that it'll be reinstated. It will be reinstated.
I think it will be.
Let's all hold
It has
hands
to
and
be.
manifest
Let's do it.
that.
Affirmations.
Yes.
May Double Teen Podcast May Double Teen Podcast Instagram page be reinstated and continue to thrive
And get verified.
and
Yes.
get verified.
With Vocal Therapy too, we need verification.
Vocal
Yeah.
therapy too.
So
Everyone, we all need verification.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to never be shadow banned.
And to never be suspended again.
Yes.
Thank you, universe.
Amen.
Thank you for your abundance.
Thank
This is all I
you.
want to ask. Okay.
Yep.
Please. Please.
Please.
Bye. Cami.
Oh,
Tell the
okay,
story.
okay, I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's fine.
Cami, mommy.
Stormy.
Stormy, baby. Tell the story.
Okay, so guys, I don't know if you can see on camera, but I have fucking giant hickeys on
Literally,
my neck.
can we count? 1, 2. Three.
No, was
This
there not a
one's-
fourth?
No, it's just those.
Aw.
Yeah, but the
They're
third
cute though. It's like a little like neck contour.
It looks like I got mauled by a bear. And today, like, at the gym, we were on the way to the gym, and we stopped by the post office and did some other things. And I kept forgetting that I had these, so I was just like,
Oh my gosh, it's okay. You're like it's a
I need to send
birthmark.
this.
one. 3 birthmarks.
You're like, well, I'm a
Conveniently
twin.
placed.
So, I don't
Anyways,
know.
so what happened was, the live show happened.
Oh yes, you
Where-
guys, that was the best time ever.
It really was. It was so much fun, and it was so nice meeting everyone, and we just had an absolute blast. Steph and I fucking killed it planning that shit.
We fucking did.
We fucking killed
Nikki
it.
too.
I helped. Yeah, call Steph and I for all of your event
Literally.
planning needs.
Yes, we're
but-
definitely gonna have to like hire someone.
Yeah, next time.
Yeah, when we go on tour, we need to have a staff.
next
Yeah.
time we're outsourcing.
For sure.
And you know what? Some of our volunteers though said they would be our groupies when we
I
tour, and I'm so
know.
excited because I fucking loved all of our volunteers were hot, all of them.
Yeah.
Everyone was fine as hell.
Everyone was fire,
And they were so, everyone was doing such a good job. So
Yeah.
helpful.
I'm
I
so
really
blessed.
appreciate it.
Joey, the
Yeah.
bartender, call me.
Or Nina.
Or Nina, yes. I was in love with Nina.
Her and Eric were both in love with Nina.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah, I remember Eric and I were like, we were talking about Nina, and then who did we tell that we were? Oh, you had told Steph, you were like, yeah, Eric and Nicole are both interested in Nina, and you go, but separately, not together. And I was like, thank you for clarifying.
We have to clarify that in this
Well,
group
Eric-
of friends.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Eric is one of our really good friends from our rave family.
Yeah,
So
I've known him for
just a
since
friend, not a fuck
2018.
friend, just a friend.
Yeah, he's in the friends I don't fuck bucket.
Yes.
Aw, poor Eric.
I know, because I think Eric would love to
He's
fuck
cute
us. But
though, right?
Yeah, I think Eric would. Yeah, would.
I
wanna
think
be in the
Nina,
fuck bucket.
wasn't Nina, somebody asked me, it was like, oh, like, it, are they hooking up with Eric? Is Eric and like any of their like dudes or whatever? And I was like, I don't know.
No, just a friend.
Just a friend.
Yeah. Okay.
He's family.
Aw.
Yeah, family.
But anyways, so yeah, live show. We can get that into that a
Everyone
little
was
bit
so
more.
drunk though.
Yeah,
We
got Lady AF. Thank
Which
you, Pink Agua.
Thank you, Pink Agua.
Cheers.
We got lit.
Very lit. You and I got really lit at one point,
Oh.
and Nikki was like,
I know.
I looked over at y'all and I was like, oh dear.
Yes, and I'm sure, like you said, like I kept repeating myself, which I tend to do when I'm drunk.
Honestly, I don't
repeat
even
the same
remember
joke
that.
over and over again. I know.
I don't even
know.
remember you repeating yourself.
I don't
I was
even
just
know.
like, yeah. Like,
It was so much. It was a celebration. I mean,
was.
next
It
time,
really
you
was.
know, next time we won't
It
be
was
as fucked up, but
yeah.
we learned.
it was a party for sure.
It was, and so I'm just grateful that everyone had a good time and
And that everyone came so like amped to like
Yes.
have fun.
Like,
everyone was
prepared.
so excited.
PRE, prepared.
Yes, like I'm just
I loved it.
grateful. So thank you guys for
Thank
coming
you,
out, and
everyone.
I'm so glad to have met some of y'all in person. So
Yes, I loved it.
Bay Area next.
Yes, Bay Area
then New York.
Q2,
Yeah.
New York Q4.
I'd
Yeah.
love to do another LA one though.
For sure.
I really do want to. I think we can do 3 next year. It's 2023. We can
I
do
guess we're
3.
gonna have to plan the LA and the New York one like pretty close together. Then might as well
Yeah.
just plan them both at the same time.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. We'll talk off air, but for
Yeah.
sure, like I mean, it's gonna happen. We haven't even started planning yet, but just know we have a plan to plan it.
We have
So,
a plan to plan.
Yeah. So, but
Yes.
we're excited. So let me know like what other cities we should go to, because the more we hear about a certain city, the more we know we should go there.
Canada really wants us to go.
I keep hearing Toronto.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Canada. I keep hearing I'm in Canada. As long as you go anywhere in Canada, I'll go. I'm like, okay.
Aw.
We heard a lot from
Texas.
Australia and the UK.
Yes, Australia, UK. Texas, I've been hearing a lot too.
I'm down if it's Austin.
Austin's cool.
Or I'd do Dallas.
I would do Dallas, but I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah.
not going to Houston.
Oh my gosh, I have friends in Houston.
No offense to anyone that lives
No
in Houston.
offense to anyone in Houston.
never
but
been
I
to
really
Houston.
don't like your roads there. I do not
The
drive.
traffic is insane.
I don't really like Texas, but I'll go because I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. We're in the same.
I
boat.
have family there, so I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
so do we.
Chicago. We should go there sometime.
Oh yes, Chicago.
Yeah.
Miami. No one said Miami yet, but I'm just want a Miami trip.
We had a couple things.
Okay, okay,
Miami
okay.
trip, absolutely.
Okay.
We actually do have a lot of followers in Miami that would love
Okay,
to go.
perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause I haven't heard Miami on my end, but
Yeah.
I'll go.
So, I was so overstimulated at the show because it's
Yes.
like everybody wanted to say hi, and there was just so much energy and just so much positivity to feed off of. I was definitely like, at one point, I was like, my body and my nervous system were overstimulated. I
I didn't know what to do. Yeah, me
But
too.
I had energy going all the way into the weekend. And
Mm-hmm.
so Friday, Nikki and I went to, what was it? We ended up going, we went to dinner with you. And then we went to,
So wait, you had so much energy that you were even more energized for days on end.
yeah, like I just,
Oh my
I still,
God.
but I will say
That's
I
extrovert.
did hit a wall Saturday,
Okay.
except we'll get into what happened Saturday night.
So
So,
for me afterwards, I was like, I'm tired. I don't even want to like talk to anybody.
well, it was like,
Like
it was,
I got like had to recharge,
well,
Yeah,
it was both
yeah.
because like I was like,
but I was
Ment-
still hyped. I was still like,
I
oh
was,
my god, I'm gonna
mentally
die.
I was like hyped, but like body wise, I was definitely tired.
Yeah.
But I guess like I was still up to do like the things we had already planned. Like we went to dinner. Nikki and I
Yeah,
afterwards went to
that's
like
true.
a show for like an hour, and then we went home. But Saturday
Yes.
is where the story time with Cami comes in.
Oh my god.
So-
I love story time with Cami. This is a first.
I know our friend Christina invited us to her friend's housewarming party, which it was a dope house in Beverly Hills. Like
It was like worth $8 million.
yeah, it was like
Whoa.
really
Yeah.
swanky, lovely home. The guy
Manifesting.
that
Yeah, right.
the guy that owned it was super nice. But anyway, so
They had a sushi bar. Of
yeah,
like
they had a sushi
bomb
bar.
Sushi.
What?
He had a cuddle puddle room. Like, it was just so nice. But Nikki and I go, and our friend Christina, who made these shadow band t-shirts, was there.
We all know I love a good time. I love to drink, but I also love to be safe while I'm drinking. That's why our sponsor Nightcap is ideal for that lifestyle. Like, we really should all be safe about our drinks while we're out getting intoxicated with our friends. Nightcap is going to be your tool to have a safe, good, fun time. It looks like a scrunchie, but then once you pull it apart, it actually is a nightcap. It's a cap you could put over your drink to prevent anyone of spiking your drink. And honestly, I would even put this on a date. Like, if you're grabbing a drink with someone on a date, I'd put it on there. You never know, like, since we're meeting strangers online, like, might as well protect yourself. Right now, Nightcap has a great holiday promo. My listeners get 20% off their purchase. Just visit nightcapit.com and use code BROKEGIRL at checkout. That's code BROKEGIRL for 20% off your purchase at nightcapit.com. Broke Therapy is sponsored by BetterHelp Therapy Online. Do you ever just find yourself being exhausted? Like, you're like, why do I have to work? Why do I have to please people? Like, why do I have to deal with adult issues? Life gets really hard and it gets really difficult. And I'm just gonna be very honest about that. And you're not alone. Being an adult in general is just difficult. There's no proper user manual to help you navigate properly through life. Yes, we have guidance from our parents, but then we realize that, like, our parents are just figuring it out too. And that's what I learned a lot in therapy. And you deserve therapy. We all deserve therapy. And that's why BetterHelp is here to help you. Get unstuck with BetterHelp. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/brokegirl. That's betterhelp.com/brokegirl.
So our friend Christina was there. She gave us these lovely tank tops and t-shirts that Nikki and I are wearing. Of course, this party on Saturday was like right after we got our fucking account banned. Suspended. Yes, suspended. So anyways, we get to the party and my friend offers me shrooms. Now, Nikki, of course, she only stayed for like 20 minutes. I
stayed for over an hour, thank you.
You did?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Well, you weren't there for that long. Anyways,
we got there at I was there for over an hour.
Well, but you were going to go hang out with Calvin, so you left.
Yeah. I left. I did.
But I took shrooms and stayed. And these two guys started talking to, Nikki and I, before Nikki left. One of them was this 26-year-old chiropractor.
Wait, I
cute.
love that.
Yeah.
That is like the ideal. You should have sex with a chiropractor.
Girl, oh my God, let me tell you.
And then the other one was a personal
back?
trainer who was
Sorry.
also really hot.
The other one was a personal trainer, yeah. And they were both really hot. And they started talking to us. And I'm just like, we're just chatting it up. This guy, I'm telling him about all my neck problems that I have.
That's exactly who should choke you. Oh my God. Sorry.
No, yes.
It's like, they know what they're doing.
No, but here's the thing. He cracked my neck.
Whoa!
He gave me a massage. He did all these things and even went into the muscles and in my jaw, in my mouth, stuck his finger in my mouth, pressed up against the thing to diagnose all of the tenseness and pain points that I have, from my neck
can
up.
Can you do me? Not in a sexual way, but
no, I should definitely. I'm gonna hit him up again for a session of
just cracking.
But he's kind of expensive. $200 an hour.
Oh God.
He offered it for me.
Yeah, I know. And I probably, discount, homie discount.
Yeah, he told me he would give me a session for free. I was like, I really need that. But he was really hot. Okay. And he and I hit it off, and we were just he took shrooms, I took shrooms, and we spent 6 hours basically making out. I was there till 5 a.m.
Wait, y'all didn't hook up?
I love making out.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
So in the cuddle puddle room is where we mainly went. And we kind of just stayed there. There were some people that were some of the girls were in Halloween costumes and they stripped down to their underwear and they were making out with each other. And so it was a little frisky in that room. So he and I were dry humping like teenagers.
I
like
love
groping. At one point,
That's like hot.
I know. It was like I haven't
you
had
don't do that anymore.
Yeah, like
yeah.
sometimes like doing stuff that you would do when you're like
Younger,
when you were a
yeah.
virgin actually is like super hot
No,
now as an adult when you're just
exactly.
making out and you're keeping your clothes on but you're
Yeah.
just groping each other. Like that's sexy.
Yeah.
I will say I was wearing like a little crop top, so like I would lift it every now and then, and like
Show titties.
his friend would watch him like suck on my boobs.
Give it a show. Did his friend join in?
His friend like cuddled with us for a little bit.
Okay,
But
so
he
it's
didn't
like
touch your
one
boobs?
titty each, you know?
No, he
I
did
love
not.
having two people, like one on each titty. That's so nice.
He did not do that, unfortunately. Though I would have enjoyed that. I thought about it a few times. But he did cuddle with him and I, so it was like the three of us, and I was like squished in the middle, and I fucking loved it. And I
Yeah.
haven't had a night like that like in so long. But like the chiropractor guy was like, he and I had really good conversation, like really good connection.
He was a
and-
Libra.
Yeah, he was a Libra,
Aw.
and just like everything he could do with his hands on,
mean,
like, oh my
clear-
god,
yeah.
it was so good.
I'm like,
But
he makes a
anyways,
living with those hands.
Yes, he does.
That's
well,
what I mean. That's
he
like
was the
that best to
chiropractor.
fuck
of-
chiropractor.
yeah, he was a chiropractor of the guy that was throwing the party. So basically, he gave me these giant ass hickeys, and
Aw.
at the end
This
of the
is
night,
so 8th grade. I love it.
I know. It really is. Like, and I kind of felt a little ashamed for it after.
Why?
I know, and that's what I'm trying to process. I felt a little, I don't know why. I like was like
You literally did the most innocent, slutty thing ever.
I know, but I
Like
was
you didn't have sex. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
let's dive
let's
into
dive
that.
in.
Yeah,
Let's
but
dive-
but I was
Are you feeling guilty because of other people? Of like maybe other people have a crush? I don't want to say names.
no,
No,
I've
like
been
someone,
watched
someone
before.
else in your life likes you and is hurt that. Should I be the? I don't want to like. Give
well,
away.
no. Actually,
No, I
that's
don't
a
think
solid
it was
question.
that.
Like, is it because you think you know other people that you're seeing would be upset if they like
Yeah.
knew of it?
I don't think it's that.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know. I will say, like, at the end of the night, we Ubered back to his place. I was on my period, you know,
Maybe
and
it's hormones.
yeah, I don't know. Actually, we did end up hooking up very briefly, very, very, very briefly. But like he had already like made me come from dry humping before.
Oh my god, no! The first time
Wait, what?
orgasm was a dry hump. I know dry humping could fucking do it, bitch. Especially with jeans. Oof.
Yeah, oh yes.
Sometimes you need that extra push and scrape.
I actually did come from
push and scrape. Oh God, that
Pull and
sounds
pray, push and scrape. No.
push and
I
scrape.
actually did come from like dry humping and
I
just like
always-
groping over the clothes.
Yes,
That's
I
amazing,
always
though.
orgasm through fucking dry humping. Are you kidding? It's my favorite thing to do.
The
I can't remember
making
the
out
last
was
time I
really
came out.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I came.
Dry
from
hump,
humping.
homeboy next time.
I was gonna say dry hump a good leg.
Right.
Really,
I will say, if I'm cuddling with someone naked and I feel my like pussy against, or let's say the TikTok version, I feel.
It's okay. I can always beep things
don't say
out.
kitty because that gets weird sometimes. People don't understand.
Okay, if I feel my vajayjay up against someone's like leg or something,
Yeah.
just like the contact, not even like any movement, but like the contact really like starts to turn me on. So then if I add movement, then I'm like really fucking turned on, and then I just want.
You're just like
Yeah.
just stick the dick in me.
Yeah.
Like let's not get
No,
to
but
it.
you know what I mean? Like if it's
But
like,
I think
but
there's
the
like a high.
contact-
But I think there's like there's a heightened thing about it where it's like, okay, we're doing it and it's stimulating, but like we're not fucking, because if you fuck, it's like you get to it, but then it's just kind of like, I don't know, there's
Yeah.
something hot and
Well,
innocent
he
about
and I
it.
couldn't fuck. We were on a couch in a
Right.
room full of like 30 people, all cuddling.
Oh, you were doing this
and
in
we
front
were
of-
on our clothes. Yeah, this
Oh.
was in front of
Was everyone
fuck ton of
making
people.
out too?
not everybody.
Okay.
This one chick was like staring at like him and I like making out, and we
I mean,
were,
I'm sure it was
we
like
were-
hot.
It was
Like,
very sensual.
yeah.
We were literally making out for 5 hours.
that sounds
Oh.
amazing.
I love making out.
It actually was. It actually was. It was really
I
amazing.
can't
It was-
remember the last time I made out for like 5 hours.
I can't either.
I
That's
think
what, like-
people forget to make out.
yeah.
I think
you do. It's so sad.
In
Oh,
the beginning,
Brian,
they
let's
make
make
out, but then Brian.
Brian, let's make out.
In the beginning of a relationship, you always like make out and do like the
Yeah.
you know, those kind of more like sensual things, and then after a while, like
You just
sex
fuck.
becomes so routine,
Right.
or like your contact with each other becomes so routine that you forget to like make out.
Right.
That was actually my ex-husband. My favorite thing was like more than the sex, I loved making out with him. And we would make out, like, especially when we were like, drunk at a club or something.
Right.
We would definitely.
There's been guys in the past where like I didn't care to have sex with them, but I loved making out with them.
Yeah.
And it was, and like you would think that like, oh, we have all this tension making out. You think like the sex would be, but it,
sometimes it's just enough.
sometimes it's just enough.
It was funny because his
I wanna,
friend
like dry hump and make out now.
do it.
Ryan.
Well, like his friend was
I've been
like,
really
"Are y'all
fucking
in
horny.
love?" And I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, "No, we're just on shrooms and making out, and it's fucking."
Oh yeah, you're
great."
on true.
I felt so bad though because his friend was just like he only knew the other guy and the
Right.
two guys, and that's it. He didn't know anyone else. So he was like also just like,
I'd be kind of
Who do
mad
I
if I was
talk
his
to?
friend, but like
Really?
I support it.
nah, his friend.
I think
his
I
friend
like
was chill, and he was
I
like
hate
right
being
next to
third
us the whole
wheel.
time.
like one of my biggest pet peeves is being third wheel.
I mean, he got to
But,
see my
like,
boobs. I think he was okay.
That's true. And he liked it.
I thought he was hot, and I was like trying to gauge. But at one point he mentioned like a past trip, and he said my girlfriend. So I'm like, oh, I think he's got a girlfriend. So I was like, man.
Aw.
And I was on my way to go see Calvin anyway.
I had no idea what his relationship status
Yeah,
was.
I didn't
but
know
he, then
either.
later in the night, he made it sound like he was single, so I couldn't. Because he was like,
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find someone for me to hang out with, like whenever the other guy and I were like going at it.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay. But I also heard that earlier in the night, so I didn't understand if he was in a relationship.
Yeah, I thought he was in a relationship, so I like backed off. Plus, like I said, I was gonna go see Calvin, so I was like, it's not like I need to,
Look
spend
for
any time.
right.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But moral of the story is, guys, have a makeout session. Don't get fucking hickeys like this, though.
I love that you
And
had
maybe
such an
that's-
8th grade experience. Like
Yes.
I remember I would always make out a dry hump my 8th grade boyfriend Brad. not Brad, our friend.
Oh
Brad.
God, no.
No, God.
No.
My 8th grade boyfriend Brad. We used to always like make out, and I remember he gave me like a shit ton of hickeys like that, and like the next day I had like my 8th grade graduation, and like my friends were
Hot.
my friends were helping me like cover up my hickeys, and I remember being so scared, and I was caked on with foundation because I was like, and I was wearing I had like a strapless dress and everything too, and I was just like, oh. So when I think of hickeys and like dry hump and making out, literally 8th grade stuff.
Is that why I'm shaming myself? Because in 8th grade, like we would be
Maybe.
so like ashamed of having
It was like
hickeys.
scandalous.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now it's like as an adult, I'm like, if I have hickeys, it's like I am an adult, and I did do.
Maybe it's also because it's like people could visually see it, so you're kind of like embarrassed.
Yeah, and they're
That's true.
they're big and they're
Yeah.
yeah.
You're like, oh no.
Maybe
Look at
that's
me.
why.
Oh no.
Well, like and this guy and I, we haven't talked since.
Aw.
You have his number though.
I do.
Should we invite him on the pod?
LOL.
I want to have a conversation. Now I just want to do like therapy with people. Like I want to be the mediator, and I like also like there's a part of me, I don't know what stars in my chart is this, but I like love to stir the pot. But I won't do it because I don't like want to
'cause you're
actually
an air
start.
sign.
I don't want to actually start shit and like actually have like real drama.
But
But,
you want to
like
stimulate conversation.
I want to stimulate conversation and make things like
That's how Libras are.
okay.
That's how we are. We want to stir
Okay,
the
maybe-
pot, but
yeah.
we don't want to realize that we stir the pot. We
Yeah.
just want to know what's going on.
We don't want like real problems. Like I don't want to
Yeah.
cause any real issues. I just want to just dive in and like get a reaction. You know.
But I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Is like why I was feeling like shameful of what I did, even though it was actually. But you know what? I was thinking about it earlier today, and I was like, I had a damn good night with a really hot guy, and I really liked the experience. So
You know who we should talk to about this? I just recorded with our early Dr. Stephanie.
I talked to Nicoletta about it
Okay.
on Sunday. I called
Dr. Stephanie.
I called Nico, and I was like, I need therapy right now. She's like, okay, I have an hour. I was like, perfect. So we
Okay.
talked for a little bit. But yeah, that is my story, guys. I had a really hot and heavy night.
I love that.
That was very nice.
I love it because it's like so sexy but so like innocent. Like it's almost like very endearing.
I know. And this guy was so like, he was so
How
loving.
did he look like?
He was so loving and like, he looked like
I need a visual.
he looked like Spaniard abs
Yeah.
for days. Oh my God,
He looked Spaniard. I would agree.
he was wearing like this silk.
So like dark hair.
Yeah, dark hair, dark curly hair with like
Aw.
a beard-ish kind of. And then he was like wearing like this, it looked like silk pajamas with like the shirt open as like his costume. I don't know. And he had really nice abs actually. I did like his physique was really nice. I loved that. but he was also just like very like loving, and I really liked that. A little boyish, which I don't mind from time to time.
Yeah, I feel like it fits your personality too. I feel like you could kick it with that.
Yes. Yeah. Because I know how to be a little. So when a guy is like boyish with me, I know how to like go below that. So it's like, so it's not like me like being like an adult. Like, you know, like it's.
You're like, you can play along. Like you're like
exactly.
on the playground.
Exactly. So like I don't know. I really liked his aura.
I think I could be a little too, because I feel like, not that I show it to the world, because I'm like, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I save little space for.
Yeah. But like my boyfriend always makes fun of me because he's always like, you try to like, not that I try. He's like, you just seem so like, I'm Stefanie Maegan, I'm a boss bitch. But then like at home, I'm like a little Bale.
Give me hot chocolate.
I was like, please. Like I'm just like a fucking kid. But I love when he like treats me like his daughter.
We all have
daddy issues. It's okay.
We have daddy issues we need to heal, and unfortunately, that falls on the men that we're dating.
But,
exactly.
I will also share, guys, for any of y'all who were at the live show, and I called out my my friends with benefits.
Everyone
Jonathan
keeps bringing that up to me. I saw HK last night. He brought it up. Jess brought it up, and like
everyone
my boyfriend
loved his energy, and I was like, that's my nerd right there. I fucking love that guy.
He was red.
I know, but you know what? He took it like a champ, and he and I fucked after the live show.
Aww.
So I was really happy about that. In his car, in some random street.
Oh, it was like down the street or something. Like, oh my god!
I didn't even call out Calvin, who was at the live show, but his friend Carter
called out Calvin.
No, didn't I too? I was like, he's like,
you're like,
I was like, who's the hottest white man in here? And mind you, there's not that many men. And so like we all pointed at him, and then Carter was like this, yes.
And Calvin was just like
hiding. Oh my god, I loved it though, because it felt like fun to like because we talk about these guys all the time, and to just be like to engage with the audience, and then to like have them there. I feel like it was just like a real life experience. It was just such an experience.
I've never introduced Jonathan to my audience, but we have introduced Calvin.
Yeah, we talked about Calvin a lot. I've been seeing Calvin,
and everyone knows Brian, so it was just funny to like have him. And Brian knows, thankfully. Like he was like, just takes it.
Yeah. Wait, can I read the text message? So when Cami was at this party, I left early. Calvin and I were gonna go see Carter. Carter was DJing at a club in LA. So I went to go see the two of them. So I'm with Calvin, and it's like, we're about to leave the club. It's like 1 a.m. or something or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was pretty late. And I just remember he was like, what's Cami up to? And I'm like, oh, let me see if she's headed home. And she hadn't like texted me in forever.
She's trying up.
And that's what we were talking about. I told him, I was like, she was with some chiropractor before I left. He was like, she's probably getting her back blown. Literally.
Oh my,
right
literally.
Now.
So like the whole time you guys were dry humping, there was an audience?
Wait, I want to read the text message.
Okay, yeah,
sorry. And so I was like, I said, are you still there? And she goes, yes, I haven't left. I'd let you know if I left. And so I showed Calvin that, and we were both like, okay.
Spicy mommy.
Sassy.
Right, sassy.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't remember sending that like at all.
The funniest part was, we were just showing funny text messages to each other, Calvin and I, because his mom was out that night. She was like on a girls' trip in Nashville.
Yeah.
And so his mom tried FaceTiming him, and then he didn't answer because obviously we're like at this club. And so she texts him and she goes, FaceTime me. And he goes, I'm out. And she goes, me too.
I feel like that'd be that kind of mom too. Just being like, I'm drunk out too. I want to FaceTime my child.
I know. I would
totally
hi,
do something like that.
I'm drunk.
Like, what are you doing? Oh, for sure. I'm like the queen of drunk calling. Like I want to like.
I text people when I'm drunk.
You want kids, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Aww.
I love being an aunt.
Yeah.
That's all I'm ever going to be.
Within the next 5 years, it'll happen. If it's meant to be within the next 5 years, it'll happen.
Okay. Yeah. Danny said he wants my eggs so he can have kids. I was like,
oh, does he have twins? But no, it'd be like it skips a generation, right?
Yeah. Hold on, I'm looking at
I
your
just
chart.
remember he was saying something along the lines of like It was like, oh, I'll take Cami's eggs so I can have kids. And I was like, I can be the aunt. He's like, you're gonna be the mother.
Mom, yeah.
I was like,
I had a friend too.
Mom.
I had a friend who is gay, and he like asked me too. He's like, oh, like, could I like have your eggs if I ever want kids?
Do you have Brian's info?
I said no because
I would
like, I don't want to co-parent.
I would definitely give Danny
Wait,
my
let me
eggs
do
if he needed
Brian's
them.
chart so I can
Oh,
see
yeah,
y'all's
yeah.
composite. You don't have anything in your 5th house, which doesn't mean you won't have children. I want to see what the composite says. All right, Brian.
I only have the co-star one.
What's his birthday?
July 4th.
July is 7?
4th.
He was born on July 4th?
Yeah.
No, but July the month is 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what year?
Well, he's 35.
86?
86.
And we don't know the time?
Yeah.
And then where?
I have his, hold on, I could pull up.
Okay, Brian. Steph.
What are you checking to see if our kids would be?
I was trying to see what placements y'all have in the 5th house.
Oh.
Well, or what planets y'all have in the 5th house. Composite, you don't have any. However, you do have Chiron in there. So it might mean that if y'all do have children, it would be very healing for you both.
Aww.
Or for your relationship. I'm going to have to study the aspects a little more. I can't look at it right now.
Are we compatible? I feel like you wouldn't think we would be compatible.
You and Brian?
Like, if you look off our chart, because I'm an Aquarius and he's a Cancer.
Your composite.
Well, you have to look at more than just the sun sign.
Yeah. Your composite, actually, you guys have a lot in the 4th house, which is really nice. That's home. And then you have the South Node in the 7th.
I do feel like at
composite.
home with him.
So, but I'm going to do, hold on, let's do 2 charts. Oh, wow. Your moon and his North Node are conjunct. Oh, wow.
What? Uh-oh.
No, these are good.
Okay.
Yeah, so your moon is conjunct his North Node, which I really like. Calvin and I also have that placement.
Yeah, I think that's what Danny said too. Like, my Aries rising with his Libra rising is what makes us like compatible.
Oh, he's
Sister
Sagittarius
signs.
rising,
Or
but he's a Libra moon. But
whatever, yeah.
It's wait, hold on, where was I looking? But yeah, it's a North Node in the moon conjunction. That's a really nice one.
yeah, I do want a baby.
And his South Node is in the same
He's
sign.
scared
Your
Of what?
South Node.
of like having a kid.
Your South Node's in the same sign. as his
sounds
South
good.
Node.
Have you seen the House of Dragons birthing scenes?
No.
I never want to give birth after watching House of the Dragon.
I'm gonna study it a little bit more, but I like
Okay.
it. I like
Okay. Yeah, like I like can't wait to like. I mean, I could wait because I'm not ready right now. But like, I'm excited for the moment when I
You're-
get pregnant.
31.
Yeah,
I think you'll make a really good
You have
mom.
time.
I think so too. I feel like it's like it's like ever since I was younger, I just like knew, like I like couldn't wait to be mom. Like
Oh,
when
I
I
never
was
had
even
that
like
feeling.
just as early as like fucking 6 years old. Like I remember being like, oh, when I'm a mom, like I just knew, like I wanted to have like, and I was always like really like nurturing with like my younger cousins, you know, and I was always like the one that would go like babysit them while the adults are like, God, who knows, you know, like just drinking or spending time, whatever. And I would like babysit like my younger cousins and my siblings and stuff, and I would just be like very nurturing. And so, yeah.
See, that always fascinates me because growing up, I was never the kind that wanted to have children.
Same. And you
Yeah,
know, I
and
think
that's okay.
Yeah,
I always
okay.
think about
Yeah.
the fact that, like, you know, when it came to like thinking about being a parent and stuff, I never pictured myself having kids, but I always pictured myself like helping take care of my friends' kids.
Oh, really?
I always pictured myself taking care of animals.
That too. I always saw myself with animals and
Yeah.
kids for sure. But I always knew that I didn't want a lot of kids. Like it'd be 1 or 2 max, depending how my first pregnancy
One and done.
goes.
Do you have any twins in the family?
No,
Does Brian?
I don't think so.
So usually that gets passed down from the mom's side, I think.
I know. I've like told Brian too. I was like, I mean, I would enjoy having twins just because it's like get it done.
Yeah,
You
one
know,
and
all
done.
at one and done.
Mhm.
But he's like, oh no, I'm scared.
Oh. Wait, I did want to tell a story if we want to.
Oh yeah.
quick
We have
sidetrack.
time.
We have time.
We have
So-
story time with Nikki.
After the live show, Calvin was there and he heard me talking about anal and pegging extensively. And I think he was inspired by it because
You got horny.
oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, he made out with me in public. We've never done that.
Really?
No, like
Wow.
we've never been like the huge like PDA type. We're both
I'm
air
the same
signs.
way, yeah.
I
I
don't
don't
think
like-
air signs are very like PDA oriented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you PDA? I mean, yeah.
I love. Yeah.
Oh really?
You
And
dry
I
I
hump.
love PDA.
Yeah, I was like,
Really?
you dry humped. Yeah.
Maybe
I
I
mean,
don't
we're
know.
all on shrooms too. Yeah.
Maybe I don't either way.
I'm not a PDA person at all.
I'm not a huge PDA person, and neither is he, I don't think. But and like we've gone to raves together and stuff, and you know we've like gone out plenty of times. But anyways, he was at the live show, and like I would hug him a couple times because I also felt overstimulated, and so like you know Big Bear hug helped me out a ton. But anyways, and yeah, he made out with me like twice, and I was like, oh, this is new. Anyways,
Because you were up there looking hot as fuck, talking about sex, and also like everyone was cheering for you. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it was like seeing you in this moment. He wanted to be like, hell yeah, like I got her, and like
aw,
you know, like
maybe I'll have to ask him. Anyways,
I'm sure.
So I think he did feel a little bit inspired. And anyways, we were hooking up later, and I don't think he had mentioned before that he had done anal. And so anyways, when we were hooking up, he was like, do you want to do anal? And I was like, he was like, I've never done it before and I really want to try it. I'm like, I thought you said you haven't. I'm like, no. He was like, it slipped in once when I was having sex with a girl and she like jumped across the room.
I love that she jumped across
Yeah.
the room.
Or he said she flew across the room.
Oh my
and,
God.
Like, was in because I guess it hurt really
hurt.
bad. Which
Yeah.
anytime someone accidentally slips into your butthole, it hurts.
It does.
burns.
Like,
It
unless it's like you're
fucking
drunk
hell.
and then you
Yeah.
just like keep going.
Sometimes if you're drunk, cause
Yeah,
you're not,
'cause you're
a little-
relaxed,
you're a
yeah.
little more desensitized.
Yeah,
you know?
but when you're
but if you're sober,
oh for sure. No, yeah.
Which I've had that happen before too, and it's not a good feeling.
It happens. It's like sometimes Brian will like accidentally because like he'll
Yeah.
you know like think
I've
it's
had
the
that happen
vagina
twice,
and I'm like
yeah.
wrong hole.
Yeah. So
I'll
that,
tell them like wrong hole.
but that was the only time he's ever like been in someone's asshole accidentally. So he's like, I've never done it. So he's like, would you be down? And I'm like, I never thought I'd take this man's penis in my asshole because
He's huge.
he's huge,
How, like
8
how
inches
big? Oh, he's an
thick.
8-inch. Oh,
thick.
I mean he's a tall.
He's a tall
lean
Did it go
man.
all the way in?
6.5. He's 6.5 feet tall.
and 6.5 feet
Yeah.
longer. I don't know. That didn't make
Or
sense.
he's 6'5". Sorry.
He's 6. Yeah, he's tall as
6'5".
fuck.
That's
He was
almost
tall as
6.5
fuck.
feet. Because 6'6" is
Yeah,
6.5.
yeah,
Okay.
right. I don't-
6'5".
I took a nap. I'm still waking up.
You're totally fine. So anyways, big dick. And I was like, I'm never doing anal with this man. So when I remember the one time where he was like, oh yeah, I've already done it. I'm like, great, we don't have to check that box. Cause anyways, but never say never because
Right.
here we are having anal and
And
we
you
did
love
a lot
anal.
of prep. We did a lot of prep and we did,
What does your prep look like for anal?
so
As a bottom, because we know as a top now.
yeah, we know it's the top now. If you listen to the episode from the live show.
Yeah.
Usually a lot of lube. I'll put my vibrator on my asshole. So, and that's what I did. I put my vibrator on my
Yeah.
asshole. Yeah, with a lot of lube.
Like the palm, the little one you
Yeah, the
use?
little one. I put it on the hole. And then I'll do that for a little bit. I had him finger it. I fingered it for a little bit. And then we just like kept putting a bunch of lube like all over his dick and then all over like my area. Anyways, and then finally we started like working it in. And so you kind of have to like start really slow. Like you just kind of keep slowly working it in. And anyways, we finally got to the point where he was like fully like going in and out, but it was so intimate. Like he was right here. His arms were like wrapped around
So
me.
he was
We
like
were
right
so-
behind you.
He was right behind me.
Yeah.
His arms were wrapped around me. We were so close. He called me babe during sex. He's never done that.
Is he falling in love with you?
I don't know about that, but we've been friends with benefits for over a year, and we
Okay.
have like a great friendship, and we've supported each other through a lot of things. We talk about a lot of things, so like we really have like a great friendship with like occasional sex, but we
Okay.
have bomb sex
Right.
like every time that we do. But like it's not as if like every time we hang out we have sex. That's definitely not the case. Like sometimes we'll just hang out as friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes we'll hang out as friends and sex happens. Like or sometimes he'll be like, come over, and I'm like, I know what he wants. And
Right. Yeah.
and we get right to fucking. So, and usually like because most of the time when we end up having sex, like we just automatically jump on each other. But like this time we were going so like slowly and intently and intimately because it was anal, and I'm like, you have to go so slow.
Yeah.
And we were like, there was so much
Did you
communication.
push out?
I did.
I know these things now. Because you're always like, you have to push out. So I've like noted.
I did. I pushed out.
See, pop quiz. I know what I'm talking about.
As he went in. And anyways, so it was like a really like fun experience. However, it was really tight and he is really thick. So at one point he was like, it just feels like I'm like trying to squeeze into a really small condom. And I keep losing. He kept kind of like, we had a really
Like
good rhythm.
you're the condom.
Yeah. Like we had a really good rhythm for like a little bit, but then I feel like it got to a point where it was like, it I don't know how to explain it. Like I never fully stretched out. Like my asshole stayed very tight. Because sometimes if you go at it for a while, like it starts to stretch out. It really does.
Yeah.
And it stretched out a little bit. And he even told me at one point, he's like, I can feel you like starting to, or he's like, I can feel you stretching out more. And I was like, okay, great. But then like he was saying that like it was still just like so tight, like around my like actual asshole.
Oh, he loved it, huh?
Yeah.
He was like,
So anyways,
I love this for him.
but yeah.
Calvin.
Yay. We had a great time, but then I was sore for like 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, an 8-inch dick up your ass.
Just thinking about that makes my asshole hurt.
I know.
And I will say, no matter how, like, it did hurt some. Like, it didn't hurt a lot, but it did hurt some. It was just a lot for my asshole to take, and I've never taken anyone that big. Usually, like, I like to have anal sex with, like, my average or
boyfriend
below average.
size.
And I love anal, so, like, I was, like, very excited, and I was glad that we got to have that experience together and everything. But I will definitely say afterwards, when I was sore, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this again. And now that I'm no longer sore, I'm like, I absolutely want to do this again.
Did he come inside you?
No, he didn't.
Why?
Why?
I pulled out. So
Why?
I don't know.
So
but actually,
boring.
I told him. But I
He's
told
not
him.
like it got you pregnant.
I know, but I told him that next time I want him to come in my asshole.
Yeah.
Because I love cum in my asshole.
I want to experience cum in my asshole too, just to see what happens after.
What's funny is like
that.
when it starts like dripping out of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That then it's like
Truffle butter.
truffle butter.
Oh my god. Ew, okay, no, I don't want that.
Yeah, no.
But
no, because
but
it
yeah.
keeps coming.
So
It like doesn't stop. Like it keeps coming.
it like seeps out of you. Yeah, it seeps out.
Oh, yeah, maybe I don't want
That's
that.
another thing too. It, like if you're wearing like jeans or underwear or whatever.
You know,
like, it's gonna
honestly,
get all
I just
over
want my
it.
boyfriend
I
to come
forgot
inside
that
me.
I've had anal. It's been so long
Aw.
that I forgot that I've had anal before.
I only had like half anal. Like I'm like
I've had fun.
not a full like anal experience. So how long was he like penetrating you?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't that long. We were only in like a good rhythm for maybe about like 5 minutes before we were having to
Did it
go so
hurt?
slow. And that's the thing that he was saying. He was like I'm having to go so slow that it's like it's not enough for him to like come that way, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Every time he's inside me and we're like having he just like pounds into
Right.
me. And
Love that.
yeah, and which usually hurts like hell.
I'm sorry.
I've
been
been
drinking
so
a little bit.
I've been so
like, now I
fucking
want
horny
sex.
the last few days. Like
I am now
I'm
very
so-
horny.
Just talking about
You're
it makes
never
me wanna
horny?
do
No,
it.
I said I am now very horny. Like I'm like, fuck, I want sex.
I've been so fucking horny the last few days. I'm like,
Same.
I just like was like my boyfriend was like sexting me a little bit and I had to tell him to stop because I was pissed. Not I was pissed. I was just like, because like I'm not gonna masturbate in their living room. I mean I could, but I don't know.
I've done it before.
In this living room.
No, at my house, at my place.
I don't know. I mean I could, but I like to like be
I get it.
loud.
When
You
you're
know what I
not,
mean?
when you're loud when you masturbate?
Yeah, when I come.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I have to it's like a release for me. Like I have to
I
like
come as silently as possible.
Really?
I love that. I love that.
I do
No,
love that.
I used to be silent when I came, but like I feel like I realized that it feels good to like
Let out.
you know, like I don't even know what I do actually, but I just know that I like love
So
that
do you
like
s- so you
like
like
that's like a
sigh?
loud breathing.
Okay, next time I masturbate, I'm gonna try that.
Very nice.
'Cause usually-
I'm as silent as could be. Nikki and I live together, so if I'm ever masturbating,
Oh,
and she's
yeah.
like in her room, like I want to be silent.
I don't want to be silent. Like
I
I've
love
definitely have
that.
masturbated with or not sorry, I've had sex with like roommates in the same apartment, but it's just like it's not as fun for me because I want to be able to just like
Release.
I love to like talk fucking dirty. Like I
Mm.
need to like just say some shit. I need him to say some shit to me. I need to like breathe all loud and shit. I need to fucking like moan and release, you know? Like I'm pretty loud.
I will say-
okay, sorry. I will say for me, there's nothing more that, like I do love when I can have like really like silent, intense sex, like knowing there's someone like in the house.
I can see how that's hot.
I've done that so many times.
I'm too in my head, I think.
No, but then like in college, the last year, I lived with these 3 girls that were all like really big cunts. So, and their parents would come visit them all the time. And one of them, her boyfriend always came over and she never fucking told me. So I just walked around the house naked and would run into this dude and he would see me naked. But anyways, when they would have their family.
Did you get pissed?
I don't fucking know. When they would have their parents over, I would bring my fuck buddy Trevor over and just fuck him into loud oblivion. Because I hated them so much. I just wanted them to listen.
Yeah.
They were so mean, girl. Don't even get me started.
I'm not judging. Like, I wish I could do that.
I'm just surprised.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm just like, I can't do that, but I wish I could.
I would fuck Trevor very loudly just because
You wanted to, like.
Because I
mean, if they are cunts, I get it. You're be like, I don't give a fuck what you think, and I'm just gonna do what I want to fucking do.
But I do love, like, if I'm at a place and, like, I've had, like, very silent, intense, like, bathroom sex because there's, like,
right. There is a thrill with it. Like, for sure, there's been, like, times where it felt really thrilling, but I just prefer being like as loose and loud as possible. Like if even
I like that too.
And I also don't like when like Junie's in the room. Like there's been times like because she'll like stand on the nightstand and just stare at us, and I'm just like, and she's foam like she you know Junie, like she like needs to be involved. She needs to be in the same room. She needs to like join in. Like she's just like needs to be involved. And so there's been times where I'll stop in the middle of sex and like kick her out of the room and like lock the door. And she just, or like there'll be times where the door is open and she's in the hallway like staring.
Can we talk about like how awkward it is when you're masturbating and your pets are like, your pets walk up and you're like, no!
Wait, can I tell you all about my pets?
Okay, you have hella pets.
I have 3 cats and a dog. And I
have a cat and a dog. So put together.
we have a lot of No, but one time I was masturbating.
The farm.
I laid. Calvin calls it the zoo.
The zoo.
Zoo, yeah. Anyways, he came over. When was it? The other night, and he was like, "Oh, I forgot about the zoo." And I was like,
hey, everybody!
Like all
and
these,
he was like saying hi to them.
they're everywhere. Yeah.
He was holding Tiesto, and he was like, "I could have a cat if it's like this one." And they're both Geminis.
Right.
So I was like, "This is so cute." Anyways, so.
I have to get my dog off the bed if I'm masturbating. Like,
See,
I like have to move him.
Every time I try to kick him off.
I don't know if it's the buzz or what, but like a lot of times I'll lay down to masturbate and I'll put the porn on my phone and I have it on my chest and I have the vibrator down there. And like I remember one time distinctly, Marie, one of my cats, she came on this side, and then Tiesto, my other cat, came on this side, and they were both just watching at the porn. And I was sitting there and I was like, do y'all mind?
Right, like leave me alone.
I pushed them away. And
like
then
I wonder what
back.
they're thinking.
And
like
at
I
that
wonder
point,
how they process it.
Right, and
like,
I wonder.
Translate as.
I think like dogs can aid. They can smell like the pheromones you're releasing when you're having sex, right? When I was with my ex-fiance, one of our dogs, he would like when Daniel and I or my ex-fiance and I would start having sex, my dog would like sit in the room and like almost like shake or like get like mad or something. I don't know. He would just like show like, emotion or distraught, and we would think it was so weird.
Oh my gosh.
But then like, like Snow, if I'm like, if I have a guy over and we start having sex, like Snow's so happy. She wants she wants pets.
She wants siblings.
Go. And then like so we have to close the door. Like one time with my ex-fiance, he and I were on our bed doggy style Snow Snow jumps on the bed like just bolts. And my ex stood up so fast. He was like, "No." Ew. That's disgusting. We disinfected her mouth after that very much.
Oh my god.
It was so bad. We were like, Like it ruined it. Actually,
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like,
we stopped it. We went and cleaned Snow's mouth. I like took a toothbrush.
Oh my god!
But like that's the thing. Like Snow gets
Snow
really
is huge, so Snow's like
Snow's a giant white dog. Snow just she gets really happy when I have sex. I don't know why. She
like sees you happy.
Yeah,
so
no,
she
Okay,
you
see,
know.
that's so funny though because my dog Sammy, the one that passed away,
Yeah.
every time I was like having sex, especially with like a hookup, he would just go like sit in the corner of the room and put like his paws down and his face on his paws, and then he would look at me with with eyes that looked very distressed. Like that's why I was like, "What's going on?" But Snow's never acted that way when I've had people over and had sex with them.
Is Snow more your dog?
Yeah,
that's
she's
why.
Cammy's dog. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, I
okay.
adopted her when I was in college. But I mean, like usually, like Snow just shows happiness at the beginning. Then I shush her away usually, and she'll just go like do her own thing.
Oh my god, my dog is too old to care at this point. My dog has seen me with all my partners in life because I've had him since I was 16.
Wait,
He's pretty sure he was there when I lost my virginity.
16?
Yeah, Rocky.
God.
Yeah, that's why he like sleeps the entire time.
Aw.
Do you never like he
so
doesn't? He never did anything when we were. He's like
I remember.
17 in January, so yeah, he's almost 17.
Ooh, girl,
Wow.
are you preparing yourself for when he passes?
Yeah, I've been. He's like, I feel like he has like dementia or something. Like he kind of like acts a little like out of it. So, but you know,
I was gonna say this reminded me of one time I had a guy over from. I met him on Bumble.
yeah.
It was a one night stand. Tall ass dude. He's like 6'3", blonde, gorgeous, abs for days, beautiful. Kind of like Calvin, honestly. He looked like Calvin.
Yeah.
Just like an inch or two shorter. Anyways, and he was driving down. This is when I had my house in Santa Clarita, and my
It's so funny. Where is Santa Clarita? Oh, it's up
Santa
there.
Clarita is like up.
I
past
grew up
Burbank?
there. I grew up
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay,
I was
okay.
just like, I was gonna ask you what part, but we'll.
Oh,
later.
I see.
Yeah.
Plum Canyon.
Huh?
Plum Canyon.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
exactly. So
Okay.
like more Saugus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and he was driving down from Bakersfield.
Okay.
And so we matched on Bumble, and then we were like on Snapchat getting like super horny for each other. And he was like, "Hey, I'm driving down tomorrow from Bakersfield to San Diego because he lives in San Diego." Okay. And he was like, "Do you want me to come over? We can hook up." Mind you, I just met the dude on Bumble the day before.
Yeah.
And I was like, absolutely. I was so horny for him. And he was like, "Okay, is it cool if I bring my dog inside because he's with me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fine." So I opened my door, and here's this 6'3", god of a man, and his 160-pound Saint Bernard. I'm not kidding you. That thing was like a horse.
It's like a fucking
like
the
this
little
tall,
pony.
massive Saint Bernard weighed 160
Aw,
pounds. That's more
wait,
than
that-
I weigh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's like a whole fucking person.
Oh yeah. And he was so cute though. The Saint
I was
Bernard.
gonna
He
say I
so
would want to
chill.
cuddle with the Saint Bernard.
The only thing is like whenever him and I went upstairs and we started having sex, the Saint Bernard would bark incessantly at us every single time we would like start going at it.
Oh,
Yeah.
trauma.
I don't know what it was, but he just kept barking. So finally we like kicked him out of the room and closed the door, and then like, the cats would be like they're scratching at the door. I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Whatever. But the funniest thing was I told this story before on my pod. I don't know if I ever told you. So this guy, we started having sex, and I wasn't supposed to start my period for another like day or two. So we kick-started my period. So then I'm like bleeding.
That's happened. Yeah.
So I'm like bleeding. And so he was like, "Do you want to go in the shower and rinse off?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we go in the shower and rinse off. And I was like, "Okay, he's probably done." And then, or maybe I have told this story on the pod. I
Did
can't
he
remember.
pee on you in the shower?
No.
Sorry. I thought that was going to turn into a pee thing.
The way you said that, you were like,
Did he pee on you in the shower?
So sensual.
No,
And then he
we got
slowly
done in the
peeled
shower,
off
and then he
his-
was like, "Do you want to go have anal?" And I was like, "Yeah." Normally, I save anal for men. that
Oh,
I-
wait, I think you did tell me this. You
Yeah.
just met
Yes.
him, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
do anal. And you're like,
Yeah.
sure. And it was great.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. But I normally save anal for men that I really like.
But you're feeling frisky.
Yeah, but the funniest thing of the whole experience I thought was the Saint Bernard that would not shut up every time we started having sex.
Oh, my
He would
God.
just sit. Finally, like he like went and sat down, and we like closed the door or whatever. But then the cats kept going at the door, so that because we have like the paddle handles. and
Cats
they can
hate
open.
closed doors.
Yeah, so then they just opened it, but luckily the animals left us alone after that.
Yeah. Aw.
But
So,
anyway,
it's like it's funny to talk about having sex in front of like pets because
Yeah.
it's one of those unspoken weird things that we
Yeah,
all
I feel
have
ashamed
done.
sometimes.
I
Don't you?
think,
Yeah,
feel like
I
they're
feel
fucking
very
judging
ashamed.
me.
I'm like, I don't think.
Especially when I'm masturbating.
Oh yeah.
If they're in
yeah.
the same room and I'm masturbating, I can't.
I can't like. I mean, me and Brian, beginning of our relationship, because it was long distance at first, we would like do phone sex,
Oh nice.
and so like I would like masturbate with the vibrator like on the phone with him, and then like if my dog was on the, I couldn't do it with my dog on the bed. Like I always had to like move him on the floor because even just feeling his body on the bed, I was like, I can't get off. I can't get off.
Yeah.
But
It's
Junie just
distracting.
sits and judges. Like it's kind of rude.
Oh my god, no! I'll be like watching.
She's a
porn.
voyeur.
No, I'll be watching porn on my phone, and like Grayland will like come up, and then he'll like knock the phone over with his.
Oh,
head.
that's another thing that they'll do too. Yeah, is I'm laying down on the bed, so then they're like, it's time for attention.
Yeah.
And then they'll come knock my phone over repeatedly, and I'm like, I'm trying to do something. Leave
Like
me
I
alone.
wonder how like pets like process us having sex. Like if they
I
like
wonder if they know what they're doing.
I honestly think they get curious. I really do because like there have been plenty of times where I'm having sex and like I notice the pet's watching and they're kind of just like sitting there like, what's going on?
yeah, like they're
And,
they're
like, yeah,
analyzing
yeah.
it.
Well, and I don't think like our cats. We've had them since they were 6 months old. Like they've never like had sex.
Your
Yeah,
cats never
they're all
had sex with
neutered,
each
yeah.
other.
They're all neutered.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's why.
I don't know. Like I
I wonder if they
remember.
look at it and they're like, is this what we're supposed to be doing? You know?
Right.
I
like-
remember my mom had a cat.
And there's boy, girl. I mean, it doesn't even matter because
no, they're
it's-
all
they're-
boys except for Snow and Marie are girls,
girls, yeah,
but
so-
they're everyone's neutered. I don't think Snow's even like ever been humped.
Oh, Rocky's a fucking freak. He used to like when he was young. Now he's old. He can't even like
he would hump.
give you a little hump or even walk down the street, quickly. But like when he was younger, so like my ex-boyfriend that I was with for 5 years, like he had a dog and his name was Sniper. And like Rocky would always go over like, I mean, we kind of shared him at one point. And so Rocky was over at my ex-boyfriend's house a lot when he was like younger. And he like, I'm telling you, Rocky doesn't give a shit about other dogs. Like even if I take him to the dog park, like he never cared. He only wanted to be by me. But with Sniper, he was obsessed. Like like to the point where it was like just not non-consensual. Like it was really like it was like really concerning. Like I felt really bad for Sniper. Like he would hide and like go against the wall because my dog would like just grab, and literally the whole time we're there, he's humping him.
Sniper.
Like he wouldn't let go, and he would even grab his like waist closer, and like if we're outside, like he would just
Rocky.
he's
I
like
don't know, Rocky had it in him.
yeah, like I know, right? Because he just doesn't do anything now. Like he's like no libido whatsoever, but like or emotions, but like he just like he would just be attached to Sniper and like hump him the entire time. Like if we like go upstairs, like he's like he was like always in heat for him. It was fucking crazy.
You know what's so funny? One of my mom's cats, we would always find her like with a stray cat from the alley, like humping in the yard.
I love.
Oh yeah, she would get
that.
fucked all the time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is
Was she neutered?
Not,
Yeah,
She
was,
never had
yeah.
babies, but she had sex.
I
Yeah,
love that
the
for
cat.
her. Like what a life.
I remember. Yeah, you'd go out there and she'd be like laying
Like,
back or something
oh
like
my
that. It's like, and we're like, okay.
I've actually never watched. Yeah, that was the only time I've ever seen a cat had sex.
Yeah.
I don't think I've
Maybe
ever
she
seen a
figured
cat
out
have
it can also
sex.
be
I
for
don't think
pleasure.
I don't think they can do. Wait, how do dogs do it? What happens
doggy
with the
style.
No, I know,
It's
but the
always
tail.
doggy
Where does the
style.
tail go? The tail goes.
They move it around. It just I don't know.
I don't think this is how where we
They're
wanted
like,
this
you know how
episode
you
to
move
go.
the panties to the side, you move the tail to the side. You know.
What a weird
But now
conversation
we're
we're
thinking
having.
like, how do other animals have sex? Is
How
that
do
weird? Is that a
dolphins do
weird
it?
thing?
Dolphins have sex for pleasure.
Yeah.
They're one of the few.
Yeah, but how do they do it? And what parts?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, I have horses. Horses.
Oh,
Have
horses.
massive cocks.
And they'll mount each other. Like,
Yes.
can you imagine
Yes.
a big ass horse with another big ass horse on top of it?
They fuck. Horses fuck.
I had so in my animal science classes for my bachelor's degree, I
Right.
majored in vertebrate zoology.
Oh my God.
In
That
one of
makes
my
sense.
manuals, because I had to literally learn about all the fucking mammals in this earth, especially horses and cows.
They ever talked about their reproductive like sex?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there was literally a picture of horses fucking in one of my lab manuals.
Oh my gosh. I want to know how
Gnarly.
every animal like just because I'm curious, not even like like relax.
Okay, but
people.
like, how does
I just like it's human nature. I want to know like how do they
That's what I'm
reproduce?
saying.
How
Do
do
you think that's why
horses-
they watch us?
Wait.
Because they're like, oh, this is how humans do it.
how do dolphins do it though? Or how
I feel
do
like Junie's a
snakes?
virgin.
So
I had
our,
her since
our
she was
pets,
6
our
months.
pets-
Yeah,
our pets are virgins.
Yeah, but I think it's still like an instinct. So I bet they're sitting there and they're
Yeah.
like, I wonder if this is what's supposed to be,
yeah. Like I wonder what that
Mm.
feels like.
I guarantee you that's what it is.
So there is I'll do a fun fact. There is the ribbon worms in the ocean. They're called the species is Platyhelminthes.
Well-
Anyway, Platyhelminthes. Anyways, they're hermaphroditic. What does it mean when they have boy and girl parts?
Hermaphrodite.
I think that's the
That's
word.
not
Anyways, I can remember platyhelminthes, but I can't remember that word.
yeah.
Anyways, so they have both the female and male parts, and the worms
Oh,
will
so they're both genders.
yeah, the worms will penis fence until one wins and penetrates the other worm, and then that worm now becomes the mother.
Oh.
has to carry the baby.
Oh, I feel like that's.
Can you imagine if humans were
I was
like
gonna
that?
say that would change society
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much. Like there would
pull out my
like
dick. Fuck
right?
you.
like everything in life would just be. So
It would be so much more gentle.
She's
I
so
promise.
stressed.
If I had a dick, I would be nice.
I want a dick so badly. No, like I truly just for a day.
I'm gonna put a strap on just to see what.
No,
it
but
looks
I
like.
but I want.
do it though.
But,
'cause
but
then you're there like,
no, but
this
I
is
want
my
to feel.
dick.
I want to have like nerve. You know what I mean? Like I want a dick attached to my body. Like I want to know what it feels like to just for a day. Like even just for a day, just to know what it feels like to like fuck a bitch.
You know what? Guys are assholes, so they know what it's like to have something. If
Right?
They, if
When
they
we-
explore, if they
and-
explore it,
But we don't ever get to experience.
but we don't know what it's like to have something that protrudes us that we can put inside someone else.
Yeah. Like they like
Wait, but you had
like
your
men are like so fucking like they think so much with their dick, so it must feel really fucking good, and I want to know what that feels like.
You had your dominatrix fuck your toe.
Mm-hmm. And that felt like having a dick, a micro penis.
Oh,
but
really?
yeah, it did.
And you fucked her, and
No,
it felt
she
good.
fucked her
she
You-
fucked my toe. So I had my foot up.
Steph's like, what is
I had my foot up, right?
know,
Okay, this is my foot. This is actually my hand, but let's say it's my foot.
I could see it in my head,
Okay.
but like
and she was lowering herself down onto my big toe, and it felt like
it
having
felt
a
so
penis.
really. It felt.
Yes,
I
because
mean,
it felt like, and everyone's like, "Don't you finger?" But like, I can control my fingers, right? I
Right.
can do anything with them, right?
and also
Men-
the toe is like it's like different. It's,
Yeah, not only that, but like,
like-
men can't control their penis in the same way that they can control their fingers. Like,
Yeah, they don't have.
yeah, it
Joint.
just goes up, it gets hard, and then it moves like this, right? Or
I mean,
Yeah.
technically,
like
your
this.
toe could go like
Ugh,
this,
I'm
but
so
Yeah, but
horny.
it doesn't really. I know.
I haven't had like I've just been.
I'm
so
gonna
fucking
go home
horny.
and masturbate.
I
later,
had
probably.
sex twice, and I'm still like, I need dick right now.
And I feel
I
s-
actually just texted one of my fuck buddies, but he said he's not available.
Wait, hold on, finish your toe story.
Oh, so anyway, so she was
really
like
good.
lowering herself down onto my toe, and it felt like having a penis because it was like an extremity that I couldn't control that someone was fucking.
Wow. Did you come?
No, but it felt really good, and I don't think she came either, but it felt really good. Well, it's
I
my
love
big
that.
toe. You know?
Yeah. Wait,
I was
how did
gonna
that go
say-
about though? Like, how did that like?
I don't know. We were just having a threesome, her, me,
And she was just
our
like, "Ooh,
male
that
Dom.
your toe accidentally
And
hit
she
my
was
vagina."
like,
She's like, "I
no.
kind of like it."
She
Or
was
she
like-
maybe like feet.
No. She's like, "Do you want me to show you my little party trick?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And then that was her party trick. She fucked my toe.
I love that.
That's a party.
It felt really good. No, honestly, this whole conversation.
Could
is
you, like,
making me
fuck
really
a-
horny? But
I
like,
know.
Could you
I've, like,
fuck a
just-
guy's asshole with your toe? How would that feel?
I don't think
What if they sat on it?
I don't think that would work.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes I like poke
Maybe I'll try
my
it.
boyfriend's like ass. Like I'll like get in there.
No, I know, but with your toe.
I know. He won't let me.
Mm.
But you guys could do it to your guys' mans.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
Well, one of
I don't know with
one
who,
of my
though.
dudes is out of town. I think
Ugh.
Calvin and I are gonna hang out tomorrow, maybe.
Do you have like a girlfriend? Like, do you have like girls you hook up with? Like, because I feel
Did
like
you meet Cassandra at the show?
I don't know. I
She
don't
was
know
at
who
the
I
show.
met.
Cassandra and I, we don't hook up together as much anymore, but we do like to tag team, dude. So her. and I
Okay.
hook
Okay.
up when we-
Aw.
when we do that. There is a girl that I met at a sex party who I keep meaning to try and make plans with again. Her and I hooked up then. And then there is another girl that her and I are still trying to make plans. We've hooked up before,
Ugh.
and it was phenomenal.
Like my pussy's throbbing. Like
What?
that's how like deprived I am. Like
Didn't you just have your period too?
I'm
like
getting my
us?
period.
Oh,
It's happening. I get so horny right before or during my period.
Really?
I'm like fucking heightened.
Because I don't find I get more horny like after, but not not as
after,
much
not
before.
really.
I can have
after
it
for me.
happen for me where I'll get horny during or right before.
Yeah. And I'm just so pissed because, like, I mean, you guys, like, had great sex after the show. Like, for me, like, my head was hurting. Like, it was like, I already had a hangover by the end. And I was just in pain. But we went to go eat, but it just still, like, hurt. Like, I was just in pain. So I couldn't even, like, and I wanted to have sex with him that night, but it was just like,
No, I get it. It was
Oh
fine.
no,
just
Jonathan
couldn't.
was
For
horny
me, it
as
was, like,
hell.
just to
I was like,
relax,
thank
but-
God.
yeah. And, like, I mean, Brian literally, like, he's, like, thank God for him. Like, he could get horny quickly, and if I want it, like, he's never rejected me. Like, he's always just like, yeah, sure. Like, if I'm like, yeah, you want to fuck? He's like, okay.
That's
And he, like, gets up and, like, whatever. But, like, yeah, and my head was hurting, so I couldn't. And so,
I
like,
love
and then he
that.
had to, like, leave, and then I'm like, fuck. But I'm gonna
Ugh.
fuck him later, hopefully, if I don't have my period. Because he's not into period sex. I
No.
know. I
You
know.
can't make like an exception.
That's
You
what
haven't
like
seen him
I
in
always try to just like
days.
ask. I'm like, you know.
You haven't seen him in days.
Just put
I-
a towel down.
I
or go in
know.
the shower.
I don't
Plus,
really
sex
like shower.
stops the blood, or it kind of halts the blood flow for a little bit.
I will say, when I was dry humping that one dude, I was really worried that I was gonna like bleed everywhere because I don't remember if I had I did have a tampon in, but I was on my heaviest day and I was bleeding a ton.
Oh yeah, you were
Um,
like you had to ask the waitress. Was it that day? No, that wasn't Saturday. That was Friday.
That was
That was Friday
yeah.
night, yeah. But I was having a fuck ton of blood. But when I started like getting horny and like dry humping and all that stuff and making out,
Ugh.
like I went to pee and I thought it would be like a fuck ton of blood, and instead I was just really wet.
So Brian,
That's what I'm saying. When you start getting like really horny,
that's
and you
true.
start
It does
producing
kind
the
of stop.
juices,
Well, actually,
yeah,
I don't know.
it does. It pauses the blood a little
Because
bit.
I like one time I had period sex on like the second day, and
Oh,
it
no.
was everywhere.
I was gonna say, and I've also had period sex where it's just gotten everywhere. It's like, what the fuck? I can never actually tell what's going on
Like
down
all
there.
over him, like his stuff, like everywhere, and it was all over me. It was on the floor. It was.
One
that
time,
sounds hot.
I
to
It
be
was
honest.
actually really hot, and he was really
sounds
hot.
really hot.
So
One time I
it was
had-
very hot, and then the loft windows were open, so like his neighbors could see. It was a good time. It was a good
I was gonna
time.
say one
I'm
time I
happy
had
for you.
periods.
That sounds dope.
Yeah.
I had period sex like that, and I was like 10 out of 10. Like seeing
And
my
he was
blood all
hot,
over
yeah.
his dick is really nice sometimes.
Yeah, like it was kind of like. I mean, I think once I was like done and I came, I think I was like a little embarrassed, you know.
Oh no!
But during the moment, I was like, it was hot knowing that like he didn't care how messy this was. Like even if it was like
Or
coming
just to
out
make
of
a mess is hot,
Right,
You know? Like,
yeah.
Just sometimes making a mess feels so hot.
yeah, because especially because at first I was like, no, you know, I was like being modest and mindful, and like I'm on my period, and like he was like, yeah, I don't. He was like, oh, okay, and then after a while, he was like, actually, like I really don't care. Yeah, and he loved hairy pussy too, and like I don't always like to shave, so it was really nice to like not have to like
Ooh.
worry about that all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
I
it's
need
like,
to
oh, you're
shave my
into
legs.
you're into like a little bit of hair. It's like, takes like a little pressure off. You don't have to like do the whole like shaving right before a dick appointment.
I get laser, but I
Oh, I need to do laser
you should honestly. It's game
because
changing.
honestly, like I'm like hairy down there.
It's game changing.
But like
It
you really
is.
have to like stick to the sessions, because I feel like every year I haven't gotten to finish like a full session, so like some parts it'll still grow back. So like I have
You
to
just- no,
touch.
you have to do touch up sessions.
I have to
like you
touch
do.
up more often.
No, but you know what?
Okay.
Actually,
you know what? Now that we're in winter time, we can start touching up again.
Actually, why don't we book that? Yeah, let's schedule that.
Schedule that now. But anyways, any last words? We got to do part 2.
Yeah, we'll do part 2. But man,
Oh wait, guys, we also have to shout out our sponsors.
Oh,
and
yes.
do the ads.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so actually we really want to send a really special thank you to all of our sponsors for the live
Yes.
show. You guys were, you know, a big reason how we were going to make this happen and save Nikki's wallet from.
I was ready to pay for everything.
My
out of
wallet too.
pocket.
I pay for shit.
We're gonna let
What,
mommy
like-
take care of it.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
anyways,
But mommy over here, mommy.
no, but seriously, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. Good Clean Love came through with the lube and the balance wash. Everyone got that in their gift bags.
Can't say enough good things about Good Clean
Yeah,
Love,
can't say
honestly.
enough great things about their lube. Next would be Peep Show Toys. They provided the giant pink dildos that HK Nikki and our friend Sarah deep-throated on stage.
Iconic.
Iconic.
Just literally iconic.
I can't wait to see the footage.
Yes. And then First Rounds on Me. Thank you for
Shout
sponsoring
out
us. Yes.
to
Shout out
Joe.
to Joe and Steve.
And Steve.
Steve is, I do. Anyways, so shout out to First Rounds on Me. This is a dating app. If you're single and you're tired of the regular shitty dating apps,
Bumble,
and you
Tinder.
actually want to schedule a date with someone, get on First Rounds on Me.
it's a dating for adults.
It really is. And it's dating for dating. It's not dating for hookup, which I really like.
Or it's not dating for like pen pals.
Yes.
It's like dating for like
Yes.
meeting someone and being like, okay, this could work. Let's keep
You're
going. Or, like, meh.
intentional.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
And then shout out to Balessa. Balessa provided the
Hella vibrators.
Yeah, hella vibrators that we were able to gift as, for our prizes when we did listener questions and audience participation. So thank you, Balessa, for providing the toys. And for all the gift bags, everybody got a $30 gift card to Balessa, and they got I think like a trial to their porn subscription site. And then shout out to the Hive LA.
Yes. I used to work there.
Yes.
So it was like a full circle to have like my old boss like just support. And
Yes. But it's a
know.
great salon in LA. If you guys want to check it out, if you're in LA, the Hive, go there. It's great.
What city are they
They're
located
one of the few jobs that didn't fire me. So you know that they're great.
Yes.
Wait, but what city are they in?
Highland Park, Silver Lake area.
Okay,
so,
so
like,
if
east
you're in the
side of
Silver
LA,
Lake,
yeah.
Highland Park area, you need to get your hair done. Go to
Shout out to
Hive.
Alyssa. She actually, fun fact, she does Billie Eilish's hair.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, Alyssa does Billie Eilish's hair.
Oh,
Black
dope.
tie,
I don't know if I
big
should-
t-shirt,
whatever.
Billie Eilish.
Exactly. And I've seen her.
And
met
then
her at the
lastly,
show.
thank you to Afterglow. That is a porn site. They gave us also little subscription porn site cards to include in the gift bags. And we featured a little snippet of one of their films at the show, which was very hot.
So hot.
The
I
CEO,
loved that little
she's
scene, yeah.
great. When I hopped on a call with her to discuss about the partnerships,
So sweet.
she's so sweet. She had such great ideas. I was like, oh my God, this is
Yeah,
perfect.
I really enjoyed working with them.
So thank you to all of our sponsors. Of course, thank you to our drink sponsors, Pink Agua. Guys, get this.
They're so good. I love rosé and the cans are pink. The aesthetic.
The aesthetic
cute.
matched our pink themed live
Yes.
show perfectly.
And got everyone very buzzed.
Yes.
Including
And
myself.
Liquid Death, Murder Your Thirst, hashtag.
That was the one that I secured.
They provided the water. And then, of course, shout out to Bev, Onda, and who was
And
June
June
Shine.
Shine.
And June Shine.
We
for
had
the commitment.
so
good.
many
We
drinks.
had way too many drinks.
But
it
June
was
Shine,
really good.
honestly, the flavors. We had a lot of flavors. in
All
it.
of it was so
dope.
good.
All of it
Yeah.
was so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, our sponsors
had-
killed it.
Killed it. And honestly, shout out to you, Cami. You did such a great job at like securing sponsorships and like handling the contracts and like the business side of stuff. So shout out to you.
I am a partnerships director for Pleasure Podcast. So
There you go. So it's just
yes.
like in your blood. You
yes,
know?
yes.
Yes.
But shout out to you also for just the creative vision.
Oh,
Like the three of us really, we made it happen.
we did.
And,
And
I'm so proud of us.
I really loved working with you guys. Like I genuinely loved working with the both of you. Like I just felt like it was so, it just, like we were stressed and we were like very focused, but we also like just had fun and like in the meantime, like I loved doing like calls with you guys even and just like planning it out and like just envisioning it and just like I feel like I'm just such a dreamer and I love to just be like, oh, this would be so good. And I get really like into it and like scatterbrain, but like I get really into it because I'm excited. And you're
then
like
we made it happen.
the same way. Yeah. And you're the same way and you're just like go-getters. And I love that because I am as well.
Aries
Yeah.
risings.
Yes, exactly. Like I feel like that's probably what it is. I think it's we're air signs and we have like that Aries rising that like puts a fire underneath
Yes.
our visions because I think Aquarius is what makes me like a dreamer, I think.
And now I can't wait to go on tour.
Yes. We
Manifest.
just need to like get a crew,
Oh,
a
I know.
team.
We got this.
So
but
Bay Area, we'll see you next year. New York, we'll see you next year.
yes, thank you guys. It was a wonderful show. I'm so excited for the next.
Plug yourselves.
At
Oh, wait.
Double Team
Oh my
Podcast.
God! Wait. Well, maybe by the time this is out.
You can. By the time this episode's out, we're gonna have our
Account
Instagram
back
account back
at
at Double Team
Team
Podcast on IG and TikTok, at Double Team Pod on Twitter and Reddit, and of course, you can find all these relevant links at doubleteampodcast.com.
Follow me, Stefanie Maegan, or go to brocotherapy.com. All that shit is there. Okay, bye.
Growth therapy.